Manchester United 1, Aston Villa 0. We're joined by Andy Tate, the king himself. Top 4, is that confirmed or what?
Before I continue with that, I think Dennis Law was the king and Cannon after that, but not me. But I think it is pretty much nailed down for top 4 now. That was a really, really good gutsy performance today. And a certain playmaker is there on the screen. It was good today. Absolutely dominated from start to finish. Just bossed it. We needed that second goal. First half, we were all over him. Absolutely. And it's, where Aston Villa, they came into this believing they still had a chance of Champions League.
Oh, yeah.
It was like a Champions League shootout. I mean, it was really end-to-end. First half, United were all at their end. I mean, Villa didn't even get going first half.
Well, think about how important this game was. If Villa won, they'd have gone 5th. If we won, we could have gone 3rd, if not for Newcastle's win. Spurs were 9 points clear, and they're just getting battered by the Scousers.
They're getting tanked again.
So,
Spursy.
So, but why could we not concede against them? That's the annoying. Do you not think that's the annoying thing? We could not concede against them.
I know. I mean, a pathetic second half on Thursday. I mean, I watched it on Thursday. The second half was absolutely, it's a joke. It's in these players to choke it. You know it is. And there's big games on the horizon, and you better not fucking choke it. But that's a debate for another day. But the Thursday game was shocking. But today, I think it was a bit more. Right, this is serious. From start to finish, we bossed it, going down the wings. I thought Sancho played well today. Rashford, Bruno running the show. Sanchez as well. Sabitzer running the show. And at the midfield, Casemiro, very quiet today, but he played a part.
Do you think? I thought
very quiet. He didn't do anything wrong.
No,
he was just very quiet, very influential. And it unluckily he was like last week, jeering everybody up. So and it was a good performance from all start to finish. I mean, the second half as well, United needed a second goal. We pushed and the last 10 minutes, man, it was like you see them three chances in the space. It was like a rifle range at the fun fair, wasn't it? Roll up. Fucking hell, take it, man. Take your fucking pick. 3 fucking chances. Lindelof off the line as well.
That's what I mean. The fact that they actually stayed focused for that period of time, they saw a game out, and I don't think we're actually used to us really grinding out a 1-0 result, especially this season as well. With some of the games that we've
done that.
We've lost
on 2 other occasions. We've done that. It's Brentford. We've done that. We've ground it out and dug deep, and West Ham as well. I remember them home games this season, and like I say, it was a bit of a weird one. Sabitzer was taken off, and Harry Maguire came on, and there was booing.
Yeah.
There was booing. I don't know if the booing was because Sabitzer was coming on, or was coming off, or Maguire was coming on. I mean, the only thing flash about Maguire today was his boots.
Was he wearing?
I don't know. He's like Aston Villa's away kit. He's very, say, turquoise, purplish, greenish, lime. I don't know. But he played a part in the last few minutes. He made 2 good clearances and all that. But United just couldn't. They had great chances to add to the total, but they didn't. But we've done it. We're over the line. We pretty much got there. I mean, top 4 is pretty much confirmed, but bar absolute calamity. But we've got 2 big games, so don't give the Scousers hope. Don't give any of them hope.
Yeah, and I know.
Got 2 big games. Got Brighton and West Ham, and they're going to be gunning for us, Brighton, after last week.
Absolutely. That's what I'm about to say then. Brighton will be right up for it when they play us, especially with what happened in the FA Cup.
And yesterday as well, 6-0.
And yesterday, how he bounced back from that as
Danny
well.
Welbeck on fire, man. Jesus.
And then as well, West Ham, maybe they'll take a step back knowing that they might be
West Ham, Moise won't turn up for City, but he'll turn up against Man United. That's Moise in a nutshell, West Ham. So, big day and big result. So, still got eyes on third place as well. We got that game in hand on Thursday. So, absolutely, it was a must today. We won, and like I say, another 7 points needed. I only need 5 points, depending on what happens today. So, but like I say, Spurs are out of it. Liverpool's just the last faint hope. That's it.
They've got a little bit of hope.
But it ain't happening. But Liverpool can win all their games. It's not beyond them. But we just have to get, like I say, we've got the cushion is we've got the home games.
Yeah, no, I know. Yeah,
we've got the home games, but I don't want to even dwell on that. We've got 2 big games coming up on a max 4 points.
Thing is, though, looking at those big games, it's not a bad thing when everyone's minimum of 7 out of 10 as they was today. I thought Malacia played especially very well, considering I was personally pretty worried about him starting the game, but I thought he had an excellent game as well. Luke Shaw and Victor Lindelof, centre half together, they're playing all right, aren't they?
Yeah, they're playing pretty decent today. I mean, nobody in the Aston Villa team. Ashley Young got a fantastic reception. The Villa number 7, I loved his bird impression, his swan impression, going around like that in front of the ref for about fucking 2 minutes. I thought that was hilarious. But yeah, Villa did nothing today. After winning, being on a 10-game winning run, they've just come from nowhere. And like I say, fair play. I hope they do get whatever it is, Europa League. You better pray like we finish in the top 4, Villa, because if we were in an FA Cup as well, you'd take the Europa League place. So like it's beneficial for Villa as well.
Absolutely.
And beneficial for Spurs if we win the FA Cup. So it's not all doom and gloom for Spurs and Villa fans.
Of course, he's at the protest today. What did you make of him, especially being in the middle of it all?
I saw a lot of old faces, young generation, old generation. I saw an old school, mate, I've not seen since like 1989. And it was so weird. I'll give him a hug and all that. I mean, it says a lot when there's like 10-year-old kids singing. And there's a guy, I was at the toll gate as well. He's like 80-odd, pint in hand, green and gold scarf wrapped round his head like a ninja. I mean, the pictures, I think you'll probably see the pictures soon. It'll be online of the old guy. I mean, I think that sums it up. Absolutely great protest. People banter us, but people care. It's a family thing, this club. It's been passed down from generation to generation, the support, the love. Like I say, people have died for this club, protesting as well. People off the pitch as well. We've lost so many loved ones who love this club. And now you've got a scenario where a certain Failsworth lad just wants to put a club on his resume and sit on his yacht in Monaco, tax-free, and just say, I own Man United. And you're getting in bed with the enemy. You basically slit your own throat. That's it, you're done, you're finished. Nobody wants you. Now you're keeping quiet. Everyone's quiet this week. Everyone's quiet because you're scared now because of the story coming out, if this is true. But I won't take anything from a Scouse journalist who's a Liverpool supporter who brought that story out. So take it with a pinch of salt. But Qatar, I am all for it. I know they got issues, but so's Jim. Debt. You never seen a debt-free United, did you?
No.
I did, up till 2005. When I was a kid, debt-free. Michael Knight came in, we're a little bit in debt, but we were debt-free 2005. Now we're like 600, 700 million in debt, even with $1 billion as well. So you're talking, could be 1 billion, 2 billion, 1.2 billion in debt. It'll never go away, and it'll be passed down from generation to generation to generation. For the next 40, 50 years, Man United fans will pay this debt on this club for these parasites and Jim Ratcliffe. All he wants is just a name, so he owns it. Class B shares will still remain in control of the Glazers. The media trying to his bid's better when Qatar have offered more. I don't do mathematics, I don't understand it, but there is a plan in place. There's money available. There's a ready to go, all-out war, and we can go from here with the targets required: infrastructure, transportation, building in the community, building bridges with fans. It's going to get toxic. Jim, Glazers 2.0, another decade, another 20 years. 20 years from now, I'll be 68. Can't do it. Because they could basically influence everything. City are on the verge of a treble. Everyone's screaming out, absolutely, it cannot happen. City winning a treble. They might win one cup or two, but they can't win a treble. They can't emulate. It's about records, about pride, and everything they are creating. And fair play to them for City, they're creating it. Is being bankrolled by money. Nobody ever objected to Abu Dhabi. Nobody ever objected to Saudi Arabia for Newcastle. So all of a sudden, is all these people, ex-players, who probably will, and media, keeping their own agenda private and they want to jump in bed with the Jim Ratcliffe. Privately, they've been talking. Oh yeah, you do this, you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. It's all about money. And it's going to get nasty and ugly. It's going to say season tickets have already gone up. Ex-players have not said anything, keeping quiet. It's going to get toxic. It's going to get nasty. If this is the roll forward, we won't be. All we will be is fighting for 4th, maybe 5th, winning a cup here and there. And they'll try to smooth out with your PR spin. More bull. Absolutely. You'll get a player. Oh, hey, we've signed Harry Kane. We've got Mbappe for you. No. It doesn't work like that. You can't pull sheets over at people's eyes anymore. It's done.
Not
like
now.
You say, even then, Jim, if Ratcliffe takes the Glazers and keeps him, he's their cushion, like Ollie was. He's their cushion. They won't set foot near Old Trafford. They won't come across the water. Ratcliffe will get abused left, right and centre. And it's on you. So, tough luck, Jim. You've just, you've shot yourself in the foot. It's going to get nasty. You want to be in bed. And last year, you were so confident. Even I was looking forward to it, possible. But now, basically, you couldn't afford it. And now, if anything, maybe you could have worked with guitar to get them out. And do you know what I mean? And just be a part owner with guitar. But no, you've just basically, you've gone to the dark side. And it's disgusting. So God help you. God help your regime. And I just hope it's not true. That's it. I do not like Jim Ratcliffe. Rich boy playing millionaire from Monaco. What's he done with Nice? Nothing.
Andy Tate, thank you very much for joining us. Make sure as well you're liking the video and you're subscribing because we're less than 9,000 away from 700,000 subscribers. So make sure you're subscribing. Manchester United won, Aston Villa 0. Massive win. See you in a bit.